Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of the XC build LIVID. I'm thinking I'm going to call the car LIVID. It's a good name, LIVID. Or I'm thinking sexy, as in $XC, XC. I don't know what makes more sense, what sounds better. Vote down below in the comments, let me know LIVID or sexy. They're both pretty stupid. Anyway, what we're doing today, we've wound the clock forward. We are in the current day, we're in the new shed, and we have got the chassis here a little bit more rusty. So first what we've got to do is clean it up, get the rust off it that was sitting there while we're waiting for these parts to arrive. They have arrived now, so we're going to move on with the 4-link, get the wheels back on there, put the diff on it, and I'm going to start building some suspension arms. So let's clean this thing up and see where we're sitting. Okay, we've got the gussets and the fish plating done. So I've welded all that up, basically where we ended up when we finished the build a couple of years ago in the old shop. Finished welding that, I need to flip it over and do the other side, but we'll worry about that later. What I want to start doing now is converting those PVC pipe arms into actual suspension control arms. Now what I've got here is just some bloody 40 by something mil, 6 mil thick box section, rectangular section. That is going to be the lower arms. What I want to do is a rectangular lower arm and then a round upper control arm. So on the lowers, I can basically plasma cut some designs on here, paint them up, make them look pretty. So we're going to cut this up and bring this thing to life. Basically tell you what I mean. It's kind of what the Americans do with their control arms. They got that kind of angled chamfer, then it goes to rectangular and then from there. So let's rip into it. Alrighty, the lower control arms are 90% done, so I've whacked the heims in, I've gone for the big 1-inch heims, and this is sort of that shape I was telling you about. Now I do want to clean the ends up. I was going to leave it like that, but I'm thinking leave the end, but clean the sides up so that all looks like one piece, how it's meant to come. And when they're powder coated, they'll look schmicko. With the uppers, like I said, I'm going to go a tube design, so this is quite a thick walled tube, and we've got the smaller heims, so they'll go straight in the end there. I've already had a crack at welding one of those ends on, so not too bad. And that'll pretty much finish the rear 4-link. Then we just got to finish welding up and doing the supports on the actual diff, and then we can put it all in, play with the adjustment. The good thing with these heims have what are they called, like left-hand thread. So basically you can put it in and twist the arm to set your distance. You don't have to keep undoing it and twisting the end. So you flip it around, get the distance that you want, and then it's pretty much set. So I'm gonna finish these uppers and then we'll mock it all up, and obviously won't paint anything until everything's 100%. So then we'll start looking at shocks. Oh, I've got them here actually. These came from DFI as well. Just tacked them together, but they're basically a twin shock plate that I can weld on the diff and then have the triple bypass and then the coilover next to each other. So pretty sweet that he does them. So rip into her. And you want to make sure it's very, very accurately level. Yeah, good. Now look at that. This is welding. It immediately sucks in. You can see it's lifted. Look at the gap there. That's what welding does. It pulls. When it cools, it pulls. That's a rhyme right there. When it cools, it pulls. Good. So just a quick one with the lower on the diff end. I've actually made a spacer here to mimic this heim, but it's slightly bigger, about 1 mil bigger, because the weld will actually, like I said earlier, it'll want to pull in. So having that 1 mil bigger, we finish the weld, knock that out, it'll probably pull in just right, so this will slot in perfectly. If you don't put a spacer in, you're probably going to end up with a smaller gap. You'll never get this in. You'll have to weld it or shim it down or grind it or do something stupid. So hopefully it stays where it's meant to be.
Just a little bit more. While Sam's doing the rear end, I'm gonna start doing the front. So basically, I got the Patrol diff and then a handmade chassis, and I've got to sort of work out where we're gonna mount it to make it look right. So I've got to measure from like the center of the wheel arch of the chassis. No, the other car. So then measuring from the center of the, no, go again. So then measuring from the center of the wheel arch on the other car to then finding a spot here that lines up with it so it looks proportioned. And then we're gonna do the 3-link in the front. So gotta work out where that's gonna go to. Okay, let's go look, let's go. Are you paying for my tetanus shot? No? Yeah, nice wheel arches, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're getting just as fucked. Oh.
That's not it.
That is.
Oh, okay.
It's a driver's one. Ah, I got a splinter. Ugh. Okay, anyway, back to it. Come on. Let's go. I don't think it goes there. How does it fucking go on?
It almost looks like it's a bit, eh?
Huh? What? Who? 2-pack?
It almost looks like it's the drift car one.
You're fucked.
I just want to let you walk all the way down here to figure that out. Did you think they had fiberglass cars in 1976?
Maybe. Maybe you made new ones, I don't know.
Alright, Saint, go for a walk!
Come on. Come on. Can I just like... This was a lot heavier. Thanks for your help. I'm already over it. That's fucked. The middle of the arch, it's me. So I'm referencing it from the other wheel that Sam's already measured. So if it's wrong, it's his fault, because, oh well. Look how sick the motor is. Have a little, yeah! How much puppy power? 285 centimeters. I fucking 8 millimeters. Too many numbers. We just put the marks on the floor of the exact wheelbase and then centered up the diffs to the lines on the floor. And then we put the 40s on, and then now Sam needs to run his magical bar work from here. But it's looking good.
Sure you want to do this? Monique's just on a ball, you know, one of those exercise balls? One of those exercise balls, the blow up ones, on top of a skateboard on a bed of marbles underneath a bed of nails. But anyway, she's getting the shot. How good does this look? This is the first little stage, the first, what's the word I'm thinking of? This is the first milestone I've been looking forward to is getting the first look at the forelink when it's pretty much completed. A few more gussets on the diff before we can start playing with doing some flexing, motion, all that, but it's pretty much mocked up. The diff is set now. Monique was just working on the front. I'll have to crawl under here. Pretty much same deal on the front, but we're obviously doing a 3-link setup, so I'm gonna use these same mounts straight off the drop box. Slightly longer radius arms we'll make out of this same tube. And then we're just gonna run a panhard across the front. Now steering, there's something special coming with that. We're gonna do away with the steering arm, but the first thing is just to get those radius arms in so we can make the adjustments we need, set the wheelbase, and then that panhard keeps it side to side rigidity. All right, now this kind of saddens me a little. This is that mount kit that puts the shocks and the bypasses next to each other. Now, I really wanted to run them on the outside of the chassis, which is gonna happen on the front, but the rears, there's not gonna be enough clearance, and it's kind of too late with all the fish plating to add in a notch here. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to run it on the inside, which is fine. That's what normally happens on 4Bs. Run the shocks up to basically a tower that we're gonna bend up and brace to mount them to the center here. So pretty exciting. That's the next flash little bit to go on, but yeah, it's just a shame that it kind of can't be done on the outside. So yeah. Oh, and while I'm here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is probably one of the biggest, gnarliest builds we've done ever on Built Not Bought. So if you aren't subscribed, you better bloody hit that button because there's some sick stuff coming. And once the motor goes in this thing, game changer. 79 series game changer spec. There's something else I was gonna say. Give your uncle a cuddle, tell your mum I miss her. No, I think that was it.
Read the instructions. So I was just about to say that, or Monique was going to talk because I'm sick.
Get away from me.
I'm in bed all day and I was going to get her to round out this episode, but then my delivery came. This is a wing for the drift car, which I 100% thought was going to be off a toy because it was 120 bucks. It is Chinese. What could possibly go wrong? So we're gonna put it on. You're gonna put it on. This is sick. I'm so happy it's life size. Oh, I don't mind it. Makes it go faster. Okay, I wish it was kind of a little bit bigger. Just take a second to appreciate my $100 spoiler.
Quality.
Right, now we need to go look at the XT.
Ding, gas. Hello and welcome to We Have Done It All, and it was all off camera. Congrats. Look at it, it's so shiny. Sam's really sick. He's not a sick one, he's just sick, like with COVID. I suggested spiderwebs because wait, look. Right? It looks cool, doesn't it? Now we're matching, so that was pretty cool. That's everything I've ever dreamed of in a vehicle. This is gonna be the lower control arm. It's not finished yet, but it looks shiny. We're waiting on the Heim joint weld-ins, bit of a tongue twister for you. Once they arrive, we can just pop it in. We're going to the Melbourne 4x4 show, and I just cleaned that, it looks nice. yeah, that's gonna be there. We're gonna be there. We've got discount code B&B if you wanna get tickets to see us in Melbourne Showgrounds. You've gotta be there. And you can win it. And if you don't, well, you can win something else, I guess. That's all because Sam's not a sick, he's just sick. So he's gonna go to bed and yeah, that's gonna be our life. Bye! Yeah, you don't look very nice.